Welcome back to the Leadership Lens. This is the University of Nairobi, and one of the things we're most known for is our School of Science. And so today we'll be hosting the governor for the Faculty of Science and Technology. I'll allow him to introduce himself as we kickstart this conversation about his leadership.
Okay, thank you so much. My name is Kosgei Liyosi.
Tell us a bit more about yourself.
Okay, myself, I'm a go-getter. That's why I was elected as the chairperson for UNSA, Faculty of Science and Technology. Yes.
Which course do you take?
I pursue Bachelor of Science in Chemistry. Yes.
Which year?
I'm now in my final year.
Okay. That's interesting, and it's a good thing that you start with the fact that you are a go-getter. How has it been go-getting in this whole tenure of 1 year so far?
It has been a good experience. Personally, campus politics is more or less of the national politics. It is the mirror image of the national politics. So there's a lot of obstacles, also when you are contesting. But I thank God I managed to be the best choice for the students. Yes, that's why, in fact, when I was vying, most of my opponents didn't reach the nomination or even the ballot. Yeah, they didn't meet the requirements for vying. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I went unopposed. Yeah.
You say you went unopposed. Was that a first?
No.
Was it the first time?
No, I've been in leadership since I was in first year. I've been contesting in professional bodies where I served twice. It's called Organization of Nairobi University Science Students. So when I was in first year, I contested for the corporate affairs, and I won with a good percentage. It was 70%. When I was in second year, I also contested in the same organization for the chair position, and I won with 85%. Yes.
Wow. So
when I was now in third year, then I say now I can try UNSA. And lucky enough, I also emerged as the winner. Yes. Unopposed.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
How has that journey been so far?
This journey has been productive. I've been able to develop and grow in my interpersonal skills. I've been able to network and I've been able to socialize various people. We have different characters amongst students, amongst staff, amongst the corporate world. So I've been able to interact with all of these people, and I can assure you the experience has been good. Yes.
What are some of the victories we are counting after this good experience?
Personally, I've been able to champion for students' interest. I've been able to collaborate with my faculty management, more so the class representatives. I've been able to make them be bonded with the management so that they are able to raise their issues to the right channels. I've been able to guide them and to mentor them. I've been there for them, and I've been there for my faculty. I've been able to raise issues affecting my students to relevant offices, and most of them have been addressed successfully.
What are some of the promises you gave? What are the areas of need you identified as you were vying for that you said, let me go sort these ones out?
When I was vying, there was need for me to participate in that election because the students needed me the most. And if I could not contest, I'm pretty sure the faculty could not have the governor. So I was the right choice for the students in that moment. And the need and drive for me to contest was purely about students and comrades' interest at heart.
What were some of those interests that comrades had at that point?
At that moment, comrades usually need someone who can advocate for their rights, their wishes, and their grievances. And you see, with the current reforms of the University of Nairobi, it requires someone who is more diplomatic. Because there are some issues that affect the students. It's not a must for us to go to the streets and demonstrate and strike. We have just to sit down with the management, have a dialogue, and address the issues. Yes.
What are some of those challenges that are specific to the Faculty of Science and Technology? Of course, which you have helped solve.
Normally, the issues basically are, most of them are generally, because they also affect the other faculties. You see, normally, we usually have the issues of student promotion. For you to be allocated accommodation, you must be promoted.
Yes.
So those are some of the hectic things we've had during my tenure, whereby you find some students have not been promoted because maybe missing mark or not being progressed by the departments. So we had to collaborate with the halls manager and the concerned departments so that the students can be promoted, so that they're able to be allocated accommodation.
Are there projects which you have been able to begin as Kosgei that you hope to see move forward even after you've won?
Yes, I have a number of projects that I've already laid down. And I believe the next government will be able to take over and continue with the same spirit. Whereby, first of all, I have initiated the idea of having a consultative meeting between the class representatives and the management. And through that platform, I'm pretty sure the students will be able to liaise with the class representative so they can raise the issue to the management and have a fair table for them to be listened to.
As you draw near to the end of your tenure, do you still feel there are gaps that need to be filled?
Yes, I still feel there are gaps. In as much as power is towards it, when your time comes, you have to exit. But my prayer and wish is for students to know that there's need for leaders to be more holistic, so that even when you are in the political field like UNSA, there are so many challenges, there are so many temptations, and you see, for you to be very effective and to be entrusted with any responsibility by the management, by the students, or by the investors, by partners, you need to be very genuine, and student leaders must be very genuine and must be authentic and trustworthy to themselves, so that they can continue being entrusted with the work that UNSA entails with. Yes.
That's true. And while we speak about how the students need to think about their leaders, I would ask you, are there any recommendations you would give, especially to the students, as they go towards the elections, on how they should go about making that decision? Because probably the next round we may not have a Kosgei, who may go unopposed, that they may need to cast their vote. So what are some of the things the students in that faculty need to consider as they go to this election?
I would advise the student fraternity to vote in leaders who are true to themselves, who are vying because it is a calling. For me, when I was vying, it was a calling, so I was not being pushed by anyone, you contest for this, no. When you are vying and it is through your calling, you are assured of victory because now you have to work for it.
How do they know a leader is called?
Pardon?
How will we know this one has been called?
Okay, we are all science students, and we have that intellectual capacity to tell. We have some students, some aspirants who vie because they have been fronted by people, like a minor group of people who call themselves like wise men. People have graduated like 2 years ago, and then they say, no, we still participate in campus politics, and we are fronting you to vie, and we expect you to contest.
What would be your word of advice to the next person who seeks to occupy your position as governor?
I will tell that person, being a faculty governor is a big opportunity, and it is not an easy seat to run with. Because normally you promise people heaven and honey and milk, but when you reach there, there's some limiting factor that put you aside, so that you will have to deliver. Once you reach there, there are new normals that will definitely occur. And so you have to be able to cope up very much easily with those challenges so that you can deliver. Otherwise, you should not promise students heaven, and on the reality, some of these things, when you reach there, they are not practicable. It's not possible. So once you are elected by good chance, once you reach there, you just do your best within your capacity. Don't strain yourself, don't sacrifice yourself in the name of students. At the end of the day, we are all students, you need to graduate.
Yeah,
yes.
That's true. And you bring about an interesting point that I would like to probe. Might there be things that you promised while you were vying, and so far, having gotten into the office, you realize this was not a thing?
No, me, when I was vying, it is my third time being elected. So I did promise heaven. I just told people to elect me. Once I reach there, I'll serve their interest. Yes, sometimes you have to have a manifesto to guide you as a mirror image, of course. Of course, academic excellence, freedom, maybe sports, academic science, congress, and mentorship. Those are things that you can achieve. And if you're now promising students employment, but you can just tell them you will be able to interact with the corporate world and bring them opportunity at their doorstep. Yes.
Would you have a parting shot for us?
Yeah.
Especially for those who you have been serving for the last 1 year.
Or to my students from the Faculty of Science and Technology, mine is to thank you for giving me an opportunity to serve you as the UNSA chairman, 2022-2023. It's my pleasure, and I believe we will continue networking and being in touch even as we exit and join the corporate world. We will remain together in spirit, and we'll continue interacting virtually, even physically if it is possible. So mine is to tell them to make the right decision during the upcoming election. They elect the leaders whom they know, whom they have seen working, and they should not be swayed away with people with personal interest. Yeah, they should elect their best leaders.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Will we be seeing more of you in these political spaces after this?
Yes. You know, for me, I'm a born leader, and I'm pretty sure in 2027 I'll be contesting in my area home for various position, and I'm pretty sure I'll win. You will see me on the news. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's encouraging. Now, this last segment of this program usually entails us showing the people who you serve the fact that it's not all work and ties and everything that even the governor plays. So, Governor, is there an interesting fact you'd want to give us about yourself?
About myself?
Yes.
Okay, as I had earlier mentioned, I'm a go-getter, I'm goal-oriented, and if I'm meant to achieve something, I must achieve. So I usually believe I'm predestined and I'm meant for greatness. And I don't listen to negative energy about anybody, what they say about me. What they say about me is what they think about me, and that's not me. So it doesn't demoralize me in any way, because I know myself very well, and I just incline myself to the calling and to my Creator, who is God. Anything that is contrary to God's will, it doesn't shake in me at all.
Wow.
Yes.
That's interesting. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of the Leadership Lens. That has been Mr. Kosgei, the outgoing governor of the Faculty of Science and Technology, sharing his insights and that which he has been able to achieve with the opportunity that you, the students, were able to give him. And he indeed reminds us to be very keen on those who we give these offices come the 24th of March this year. That is all we had for you today. I have been your host, Emma Jaber. Until next time, keep it Leadership Lens.